Now, many of you will know by now that the new energy vehicle market has been quite aggressive, penetrating or selling more than the gas or engine cars. This is what we've been seeing coming from China. And based on the China's Association Automobile Manufacturers, they are expecting China this year to sell 12 million of new energy vehicles, which is something that is pretty exciting, especially knowing that 2023 China new energy vehicle sold 9.5 or just over 9.5 million cars. To see now China aiming 12 million units, I think it is pretty exciting, and it shows you the kind of good sales we are to expect to EV cars like Neo. I mean, one of the things which is bringing a lot of fuel into the new energy vehicle sales is of course the subsidies, which as per the previous videos, as of the end of September, Chinese users who have applied for these subsidies as of the end of September, the figures are at 1.1 million, which shows you of the kind of demand we are seeing, interest from Chinese consumers wanting to buy or own new energy vehicle cars like Neo. So this is good news, this is massive news, this is bullish, and to know that China is expecting to sell 12 million units of the new energy vehicle cars, it means that companies like Neo, we can also expect great things to come, or good deliveries to come from them. I mean, already people are anticipating or projecting that this year we could see Neo easily selling over 240,000 cars, which is very possible, especially knowing that they are also selling, or they have started selling, their sub-brand Onvo, which in the 3 days they sold in September, they managed to scope over 800 sales, which shows you the potential that lies within the sub-brand Onvo. I mean, this month Neo investors, or many of the new investors, we are expecting Neo to sell at least 25,000, with 5,000 of those vehicles coming from their sub-brand Onvo, while the 20,000 is coming from their Neo main brand models. This is what we expect to see, and based from what we've been seeing, the demand, the orders that Neo has been receiving, you and me can agree that we are going to get to see this. So this 12 million that China is expecting to see from the 9.5 million, which by the way, that 9.5 million they reported last year, it was a 37.9% increase year over year, and in terms of the market share, it was sitting at 31.6%. So already last year, the market share for new energy vehicle cars, it was 31.6%, but this year I tell you that it will be getting closer to 50%, because as it stands, I think when I checked in the figures around September year to date, the market, or the penetration of the new energy vehicle market in China, is sitting just over 40%. I think it's over 43%, which is something that shows you that we are getting closer to 50%. I mean, the new CEO has said that the new energy vehicle penetration rate by in the next 2 years will be at 80%. So he is saying the new energy vehicle sales that China will be generating, 80% of them, he is saying that out of the total sales or car sales that China generates in 2 years, 80% of those will be coming from new energy vehicle cars, which is something that is pretty exciting, and it shows you the kind of bullish sentiment this is to EV stocks like Neo. I mean, when you talk of premium EVs, when you talk of high-end EVs, you cannot ignore what Neo has been doing in terms of market share. I mean, the market share, as like the last time we checked, Neo had a market share of over 50% in the segment of cars between 300 to 400,000 RMB, which shows you of how well Neo is doing in its segment. And with Onvo now part of the picture and Firefly coming, you and me can agree that in the next 2 years, Neo should be able to do exceptionally well and dominate all the markets which they are selling their cars in, which those that are doing well, BYD, Tesla, and the other EVs better watch out, because when Neo starts selling their Firefly and ramp up the production for their Onvo, you and me can agree one thing, and that is the blue sky is coming. So this is what we read today. I think this is just bullish to Neo. I mean, it is for this reason that I told you that even over and above the stimulus for Neo is just the cherry on top. What has been exciting the investors is the kind of growth that Neo has been reporting, the kind of sales that Neo has been generating on a month to month, which is something that is making investors, even big financial institutions, to come and reiterating buy ratings increasing their price target onto NIO, because one of the things they are saying is that blue sky is coming. And this is one thing that us as YouTubers here, we've been telling you guys to say that, look, NIO is a long-term winner. Ignore the day-to-day movements in the market, but rather focus on where NIO could be in the future. This is what will make you a better investor. This is what will make you not regret why not buying NIO in the future, because share price wise, I know NIO is definitely going to recover. I mean, as I've said yesterday, to say that yesterday might be the last days to buy NIO at the $6 level. Monday, chances are very high that we might see NIO heading back to $7 because of the massive stimulus that China just announced. And when I'm talking about the Chinese stimulus, you know, some of the comments that you guys throw at me, yeah, really, I don't understand. I'm just called a liar before someone go verify if really the news are there. I mean, it's as simple as just you going to Google and just search some of the things that I talk about China, I talk about NIO, to find those news. And maybe before you call me a liar, maybe do your own DD. Just make sure that you just go on Google and just type Chinese new stimulus, because apparently the video I posted about the $325 billion of stimulus which the Chinese finance minister just announced today, I was told that those news are fake. I'm lying. But those news are all over the social media. They're all over the internet. I mean, I had to send someone 3 sources, different sources, proving to him that whatever I'm saying, it's something that is confirmed, or that is being confirmed by various sources, which is something that, yeah, man, I think let's just make sure that we do our own due diligence before we throw stones at each other, before we tell each other lies. Anyways, back to the news of this video. China is expecting to sell 12 million units this year, and I think the fact that these are the numbers that they are expecting, it's just bullish, because I think as it stands, these new energy vehicle sales by the end of October are expected to reach 10 million. So 2 million is expected to come in the last 2 months of the year, which November 1 million, December 1 million, and hopefully NIO gets to scoop some good sales also from these projections made by China. So I'm happy, I'm excited. Just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this video. It is important that you do your own due diligence before you buy NIO for the very first time, because stock price wise, we know it's quite volatile, and therefore it requires you to do some due diligence before you can invest into this stock, load the boat, or sell this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.